Hello, my name is Jeremy Thompson, and today we'll be diving into the presentation on the spin selling. So first, what we're going to be talking about is we're really going to talk about what captivates the audience. So when diving into a sale or anything like that, you don't necessarily want to, whenever first associating with a customer, you don't want to be sitting there wondering, how can I get them to buy my product? What you want to do is you want to think about it as in, how can I help solve the problem with what I have for what they need? So we're going to dive into three main topics that we're going to be covering today. First, we're going to talk about the four different SPIN and what it stands for, the acronym for SPIN. So, first starts off with S. S stands for situation. Situations deal with questions that basically deal with figuring out where your client stands against us for our product and competitors as well. Then we're going to go to P for problem. Problem, that normally deals with the potential areas of opportunity. So where is the client dissatisfied, and where could we have an opportunity to help them become satisfied with our product that would make them more likely to purchase our product? Third is implication. Implication questions deal with figuring out how serious it is and how serious this issue is for this customer or client. So for example, you could do a question like, does this issue ever prevent you from hitting your goals in a business? When was the last time you didn't hit these goals and why? So situations like that. Furthermore, the fourth one, N, is the need payoff. So need payoff questions, they normally deal with, they're encouraging the client to explain the benefits in their own words. And it's so much more beneficial for us to listen to what they have to say instead of us talking as much. So that's really going to be a lot of important things. So, for example, one of the questions that you could have is, do you think solving this problem would significantly impact you in a certain way? And how? And then just sit back and listen. Let them talk about it. So, after we talk about the different letters or the acronym for SPIN selling, we're going to dive into the 4 stages of the SPIN sale. So first, it's called about opening, also called preliminaries. Second is investigating. Third is demonstrating capability. And fourth is obtaining commitment. So first, what we're going to talk about is opening. Opening is not always about instantly getting the client to pick your product. The purpose is to get the buyer's attention and to earn their trust, which could lead to further questions or conversations that could help you get this product. Second is investigating. So this is the most important phase of the SPIN selling. So you're figuring out how your product can help the buyer, and you're identifying their priorities and criteria to help the credibility. So demonstrating capability for number 3, there's 3 basic ways you could describe this. There's features, advantages, and benefits of your product. So if you focus on the features of your product, the advantages over others, and the benefits that your product has, then this will give you the most useful, simple procedure to help the client feel comfortable with what you have said. Fourth, objectives. So objectives are inevitable. So no matter what, you're going to have to deal with the 2 different types of objectives, which are value and capability. So capability questions, they can be broken down into can't and can questions. So a lot of people don't like can't questions, but if you have a solution that can turn their can't into a can, it really, really builds trust with your client. So for the third and final section that we're going to be talking about today, we're going to be talking about the different sections within the summary of this article. So when dealing it, we deal with section 1. Section 1 deals with sales behavior and sales success. Sales behavior and sales success talk about how closing is less important than you may think, and how questioning is a lot more important to be building rapport and trust within your client. Second, we dive into obtaining commitment and closing the sale. So getting the right commitment from a client is really what's going to get them to trust us and to actually make the advancement of closing the sale. Section 3, customer needs in the major sale. So everybody for a specific need has a specific function or feature that they're looking for. So if we can find out what that is, we can best sell to them our product for them. Number 4, the spin strategy. The 4 main questions we went over are the situation, problem, implication, and need payoff. Each of these has a different role in explaining and helping the client trust us more and us get closer to the payoff capabilities. Section 5, giving benefits in major sales. So advantages are less effective later in the sales process, but they're great in the beginning. So they're a common way for buyers to, if they see 2 products that are equal on their ability to buy or willingness to buy, and one has benefits or extra added on deals or anything like that, they might be able to select that product better. Section 6, preventing objectives. So for preventing objectives, they're normally created by the salesperson and not the buyer. The more advantages that you present, the more objectives you'll receive. Section 7, preliminaries, opening the call. So in this situation, you want to get down to business very quickly, and you want to establish your purpose for why you're doing this call. Because a lot of people, if you're on the phone for too long, they don't want to be on the phone. They want to know, what is it, why are you calling, and what is your overall purpose. In section 8, you're turning theory into practice. So once you finish adopting one of these spin sellings, it really helps you not become overwhelmed. So if you can take one of these and run with it and become great at it, you'll have the ability to overall see a difference. Thank you guys so much. This is Jeremy Thompson logging off.